Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miu called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Yep, Kokichi called it. Kokichi, you are about to be the victim of murder.
That's it! She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Okay. I think I can do that. Let me guess. Psych Taxi. It's either that or Hangman's Gambit. Nope, we're going Psych Taxi. Well, okay. This means I get to test out the brand new car. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's going a little better. Oh, you can actually use the focus meter in this. That's kind of funny. And you can pick up two at the same time. Ooh. Surprised I didn't try that earlier. Oh, now there's other cars in the road. And I think the one disadvantage of this car is it's huge. I can barely see the road. Well, who tried to kill Kokichi? It certainly wasn't Kaito or Kibo, so I bet you anything. What's up, baby? Check out my new hot rod that I can barely see out of. It's great. Oh my god, this is such a small road. I really hope another car doesn't show up. Oh, missed one. Oh, god. Oh god. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? Well, depending on the answers, let's see. Oh my god. How little do you think of me? Alright, now I'm seeing the top speed increase. We're at 321 kilometers per hour. Yeah, this is a lot faster, and it's very appreciated. But this means it's a lot easier to run into the... Ow! To run into the side or the other cars. Great. I wonder if that's going to take off my score. No, we'll figure that out later. I love how all the billboards are the different CGs that you can get throughout the entire chapter. Nice touch. It's either that or we're going to Samugi's bar, and I all of a sudden feel like tipping her a 20 just because she looked at me. Pretty girl serve drink, look at me. Speaking of drunk, should we be veering off the road here? Why was the bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? It was a red herring to divert attention. We've done it. Mew was trying to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, and she used the bottle of poison to divert attention. It was all a plot for her to commit murder, not to be murdered.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there?
It's actually pretty genius.
No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
What could be weird about it? Everything was in her court.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper!
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Now I see what they were doing. Okay. So, it was possible there were two statements that sounded alike, but only one of them was actually truthful.
When could Mew
I don't agree with what Kaito said
place the poison
when it
without
comes
us
to
noticing.
she couldn't have placed
She
the
must have
poison.
logged out at some
Oh, she totally could have. And if you actually take a look at the log in, log out, it took her a little while to actually get back in, or to get into the virtual world the first time.
Log out at all?
So, sorry Kaito, you are wrong. She totally did it.
hadn't logged in or
And we
out,
actually have physical proof now, so that's good.
then you couldn't have placed the poison.
And gotcha.
That's wrong.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right! She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Ooh.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
Oh, that's cruel.
So she did that to me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm positive of that.
Yeah, I've already done it to you once.
Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
This was devious. She had everything at her disposal, and yet somehow it was turned around on her. Even when trying to pin the entire murder on Kaito, she had something that only she could have used. The cell phone to log him out from anywhere.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
By the way, still totally sorry about this. I know you wanted to investigate, but, you know, for science.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
The desperation had gotten to her, so she hatched a scheme to try and kill someone.
And she tried to set me up.
Almost the perfect plan, but we see what happened.
Well, I knew that from the start.
You probably put her up to it.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Well, you still could have been the culprit, but hey, at least you're innocent, kinda.
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
Uh-oh.
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
The threshold of an amazing adventure.
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Exactly. Which is why I'm so frightened that someone got the jump on her.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
Absolute control. She had a plot and wanted to go through with it because she had absolute control. Once you go, you'll understand. Then somebody ends up dead. Also, it was pretty kick-ass. Dive right in, we'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
This entire chapter has been full of shady people. Just constantly talking and looking just very insecure.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
Care to try an impression?
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? Hoo. There, I did it.
Oh, cheer up, Monokuma. It's not like somebody's taking over your game right underneath you.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
And here's my counter answer. You're lying.
You didn't?
Gonta, please.
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked, so you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
That's true. But something doesn't feel right. Anybody else feel that?
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
Never mind, he did it.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
Here we go. This is going to be the complicated part, I think. We need to somehow explain how she got across the river without a bridge.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Oops!
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
Okay. We have to determine whether she was actually there or not. Oh, wait. We already know that she made it over there. Oh, please let this show up in a non-stop debate.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
I love that. Alright, so, now we have to solve this bigger mystery. There is some evidence saying that Mew was actually at the mansion, and it actually happened while we were over there. Here you go.
That's wrong!
Let's see if we can figure this one out.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Because it made no sense until now.
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first.
Yeah, all of a sudden I saw two giant snow mounds fall in front of the window. I thought it was actually snow, and then I realized Mew's packing a giant chest.
Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion.
Oh, and that too.
But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
Oh, here we go.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
Yeah, uh-oh. More pandering.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
But Ultimate Detective!
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
Alright, focus. Focus. We know how this works. At least, we have a good way of figuring it out. Alright, put those thoughts together. See if we can put it into a complete picture.
A way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard maybe.
Or, instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off! Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs!
Ooh, that one was clever too. So there were two statements that were basically the same. And we need to make sure we pick the right one. So hopefully I get it right. She had full control over everything, and I need to make sure I read this very carefully. Hidden bridge. Okay, so it's not hidden bridge. It's something else that was hidden. I love the V and the E, like wheels. And you know, if Mew did a bit more programming, she could have teleported. Or warp zone, I guess. Oh, a place you can cross without a bridge, you say? How about... Yes, that one!
I agree.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Remember, absolute control.
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't
through.
be naive, Shuichi!
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
What are you talking about?
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge?
If this turns out you're just testing me, I'm probably gonna deck you.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Okay.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
Damn it. Oh, the statement showed up too quickly and I just slashed right through it. Alright, you're getting your proof.
So, didn't you?
Mew's avatar is different from everybody else's in the fact that she's not the same as everyone else. She's not a human.
So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall.
Yeah, she would.
Just an object after all.
I'll cut through your words.